Hey everyone, my name is Callan and welcome to another video on my channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the history of my channel. Thank you guys for the 59 subscribers. Also, I'm going to be doing something special for the 4th of July. So if you want to see me do something special for the 4th of July, well then stick around because I'm going to be doing something for that. Let's head back to the year of 2024. I was only 13 at the time, and I uploaded a video that was really crappy and junky, and you'll never see that video ever again because I deleted it from the channel. And I call this era of the channel the beginning. But the true beginning came on December 25th, 2025. I uploaded my very first public video. The problem was it didn't upload until the next day after I uploaded my second video, which was called Super Mario Brothers on the big screen, which is now the first YouTube video you'll see on my channel. Yeah, it'll be the very first video on my channel you'll see. And then we move to good to evil Solar Ball characters. Now that video, for like the first few minutes of the video, the first few minutes of the video was just me talking about Solar Balls. If you don't know what that is, it's a TV show about planets and stars and moons and, fighting. We enter an era called the phone holding era, which is split up into two parts, which combined together makes the new era called the new era. The phone holding era. If you go back to March of this year, you'll find out that I made a video called Planet of the Apes: A New Chapter. And it did really well, blew up, it was very popular, and that was great. It was really, 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 really good, and it worked just fine. But then part 2 and part 3 came out. In part 3, I had to do 4 takes of it, and the 4th take was the best one. And then that era ends, and then the tripod era begins. And that's when I started using the tripod that I use now. I'm using the tripod that I used back then for Planet of the Apes: A New Chapter, Part 4, Part 5, and Part 4, Part 5 in the bonus video. And that sums up those parts of the channel, and then we get to the part where it's called the Golden Age for a reason. Now, the Golden Age was, I think, done really well. The Golden Age was... I played the Nintendo Switch to the Search for Siren Head Episode 2. I played it, the Nintendo Switch had so many views, like 140 something. And it was like the longest video on my channel at the time, and it did really well. Video that came after that was called the Search for Siren Head teaser trailer. Thing about that is I made 2 of them. I made the Search for Siren Head teaser trailer 1 and trailer 2. The day came, and then that same month, the day came on March 21st. March 21st was when I filmed the first 2 episodes of that series. Episode 2 did really well, better than the first one. Okay, so the first one was kind of the comic relief of my character, and it kind of was that transitioned into episode 2. And the reason why episode 2 did so better is because of the fight scene that me and Miles did between each other. And now, if you guys didn't know, we have new actors now who play the characters that we created. Boy, here's a fun ride to go back on. Miles playing 3 roles. Yes, that's exactly what happened. Yes, Miles played 3 roles, and that's exactly what happened on the channel. I did not think at the very end that was a good idea. I think we needed new actors. I didn't want him to always have to handle every single character and find the voice for it. It's just hard, okay? Like, it could be so hard for him to find the voice every single time we play that character, and it was just, you know, hard, I guess, for us. I think episode 2 is where we fell off. Yeah. Episode 2 is when we fell off for filming, our idea. And we introduced new ideas along the way, and it kind of became chaotic because we had too many ideas. But just at the same time, we were just starting out, the series. We were trying to get better. Episodes 3 and 4 roll around, and they were darker toned, more serious toned, more violence, less laughing. It was actually less laughing, more darkness and seriousness toned, and I made my fake character cry. My character, because we all know my character's not real, but I made my character cry. And how would I feel about that? It fit the context of that scene, because that was an emotional scene, so it fit the context really well. I think if we were to elaborate better on what we're supposed to do, that would have came across more emotional, but we did okay. And then the last scene of episode 4, I remember, in the context of the scene that we were doing, the final scene of the episode, we were talking about going to talk to someone, and I mentioned, aren't they all the way across the river? And Miles replies back, yes, and I added the classic, iconic line, we're gonna need a bigger boat, from Jaws, we added the classic line from the movie Jaws, bigger boat, yeah, we're gonna need a bigger boat. And then I added the line, we're gonna need a better yacht. I added the line, or better yet, a bigger yacht. And episode 5 rolls around, and Ian plays Jeremy now. Okay, Ian plays Jeremy. And I said something kind of, I was kind of a jerk. I said something kind of mean. I'm like, oh, your father's owned you. I know it was one of the exact words I used. The exact words I used is, oh, did your father just own you as well? And I did not imply in real life to Ian. I only implied, so I didn't imply to Ian in real life that his father did that. I was jokingly saying that I was just kind of, I just kind of said that to his character he's playing, and no, I shouldn't have said that. It did okay. Didn't take that much, strength out of me. I pointed a gun at Jeremy too. If you guys remember that, I pointed a gun at him. Episode 6 comes around. I can say, and I can attest, that it was not the best episode we did, okay? So that was not the best episode we did at all. Could have done better, but we didn't. We didn't really have a plot or story for that episode. No script, no idea. At that point, I had talked to myself like a few weeks later. A few days later. What was I thinking? I could have done something better, but I could have done something really better, but I didn't. I just, didn't. I just went along with it. We had Cartoon Cat there, and that was a huge. That was like a huge fight scene at the end, with Miles ending up spinning me around, like Miles spun and swung me around. It was like a maniac. Joking. Like a maniac. I'm joking about that, by the way. And now we come to this. We come to the point of the video where I'm gonna drop this leak out there for everyone. I'm gonna leak this thing that I did. I wrote the script for episodes 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, it was June 15th that day. That day, June 15th, I was coming home from a trip and I was finishing up the script I wrote for episodes 7, 8, 9, and 10. I had a lot of editing to get done. We're filming on the 11th, by the way. So we're filming on the 11th, so me and Miles have I don't know. We have some days to tweak and edit the script, so I'll leave that down there for you. But other than that, see you guys later.